Alright, so today we have a Radium drop-in surge tank for 350Zs and the recommended fuel pump that goes in the stock assembly. So basically this surge tank setup installs where the factory fuel level sensor drops in. So it's nice and tucked, uses the factory tank, and you get all the benefits of the surge tank. So this isn't going in this Z, it's going in my competition car, which is over there, but this is like kind of my work shelf right now, my carbon fiber hood. But so yeah, we'll go ahead, and down there I have a couple other Zs. So I'm going to pull the stock fuel pump assembly out of one of them and install this AEM pump into that, and then drop that into the comp car, because the Radium setup requires that you use the factory fuel pump assembly stock Venturi, but upgrade the pump to a 340 liter per hour AEM pump, particularly is what they recommend. So we're going to go ahead and install that, drop that in, and then we can move on to the Radium surge tank part. So, alright, one of the many benefits having a parts car is having all the parts readily available. So I do actually have, obviously, a fuel pump in my competition car, but it has a Marlboro 525 Hellcat pump in it. So, and it has the Venturi drilled out and the CJM return kit and stuff like that. So I have to do away with all that to run the new Radium setup. So luckily I had this junk car lying around, so I can yank these out of here and use these. Hopefully they're in good condition. If not, I have another car that's relatively newer than this one, hasn't been sitting as long, that I'll pull the fuel pump out of. So let's get started yanking this out. That's exactly why we take it out and clean it. That's sediment and stuff in there. Okay, so I've never installed an AEM pump. Usually I install the Walbros. But there is the same issue of these little tabs on the bottom not clearing the 350Z clip. So you just take a pair of pliers and crack them off. Well, same issue as the Walbros. These little clips aren't quite deep enough here, so you can kind of notch those out a little bit. Alright, all clipped on now. Require a little bit of trimming, a little bit of finesse. So now we'll plug the pump in. Get everything into the wipe down. Pop the strainer on. And then we take lower assembly here. Okay, you line this spring up here with that little plastic shaft there, click it down, it's all good. And then you're gonna reconnect your level sensor wires. These can be kind of delicate, so try to snap them off. screws back in our little guide here. Clip that in, and bam. AEM 340 installed. Really easy. We'll keep this all nice and clean, and we'll move on to installing it in the Pro Car after I clean this little connector out because it's really crusty looking. Alright, so I went ahead and removed the fuel pump assembly from the pump car. As you can see, the return system is on this one. It's got a Walbro 525, the Hellcat pump in there. So, and then the spilled a little gas there. The Venturi valve down there. So that down there has been drilled out because I had an aftermarket fuel pressure regulator. So that's why the reason this one's going in. So let's go slap it in now. Okay. Easy as that. There's a little black hose operates the Venturi. You gotta make sure that's connected properly, otherwise your fuel system won't work properly. And then also when installing these fuel pump cover screws, be very careful not to over tighten them. They will strip out incredibly easily. And they will also cross thread really easy too. So if you can, when you put the first screw in, try and keep some pressure on it so you can catch the other ones adjacent to it. Once you get at least 2 screws in there, you're good to go. You can release the pressure, tighten it down. Two finger tight, honestly, on this. 2 fingers. And that varies person to person. I kind of have gorilla hands, so if you're a little more limp-wristed, then maybe a little bit snugger than the bigger person's 2 finger tight, but you get what I'm saying. They're little tiny 8mm screws. You don't need to freaking hammer them home. That last one I tried to put in, the screw part of it was kind of funky. Okay, it's all installed. Give the area a quick little wipe down. Okay, 100% complete now. Wiring's really simple. I don't have a level sensor in my tank, so I just fill it up before I go to each event. Check it every so often. But anyways, I had this lying around, which was like off of a it was like LED light bars. See the positive and negative terminal on this, and it's like insulated. So ran that up to my relay up here. A lot of it's kind of temporarily on there. I have my own little fuse block already here. Kind of hard to see this lighting. I do. That makes it a little, yeah, it does. So I had this little fuse block already mounted here for other accessories I was going to add, so this is perfect. Throw a 20 amp fuse in line there. I got the relay, and I also have my Switch Pros switch panel right there, which has a positive battery terminal, so it was real easy to wire this up. And then both my grounds are off to the side there in that little stud. But yeah, it works great. I just checked it out with my turned it on and then flowed some fuel through it. No leaks. Everything looks good. So fuel system is complete, ready to go. So that's pretty much what it takes to install the Radium drop-in surge tank, I guess fuel hanger surge tank. Wiring it up is really simple. Don't really want to get into too many details about that. It's, you got a positive and a negative for the fuel pump, you got a positive for the relay, and you got a trigger wire for the relay. So pretty simple. But yeah, this stuff's top notch. I'm really excited about it. Should support a ton of power. For whatever reason I need more fuel, I can throw another pump in there and upsize to Dash 8, which Radium supports as well. So stay tuned, guys. We're always more on DK's Garage.